a share. But first, allow me to present a personal biases here. It's the classics only for me. Naturally aspirated combustible engines. Electric need not apply. I see now that 98 Regency, the New Yorker Brougham, the Lexus 400, the Lincoln Mark 7, the Cadillac Coupe 79 specifically for me, and the 90 to 92 Brougham d'Elegance, the 5.7, and the Beamer, that Beamer, 735 and the 740i, the Mercedes, the S600. Deuce and a quarter, anyone? Deuce and a quarter? It's the limited for me. I'll stop there. The quandary, I wrote. At what point in human history has the terminology joyride become derogatory and not as once presumed to be what it is? Joy-ride. But let's get into it. Assume trivial, but why it matters. I will now venture reasonably to submit the following case as classic and historical evidence that oppose this dichotomy. The joyride. I now enter into evidence character references, which include the following. Chuck Berry, Smokey Robinson, Ike and Tina Turner, Brad Paisley, William DeVaughn. A collection of American artists, musicians, singers, and or songwriters, I wrote. I continue. Summation. The title of this video. A visual arts conceptual analysis of my present finding, contained within this video format. We're here to educate, inspire, and for observational purposes only. Esoteric in nature, this will not resonate for all. But here's the breakdown each artist conveyed lyrically. First, my baby beside me at the wheel. I stole a kiss at the turn of a mile, my curiosity running wild. Cruising and playing the radio with no particular place to go. No particular place to go. Thank you, Chuck Berry. Rest in peace, 1964. Next. Baby, let's cruise away from here. Don't be confused. The way is clear. And if you want it, you got it forever. This is not a one-night stand. Let the music take your mind. Ooh, just release and you will find you're gonna fly away, glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Smokey Robinson, Cruising, 1979. Let's continue. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping. I was worrying about the way that things might have been. Big wheel, keep on turning. Proud Mary, keep on burning. We're rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. Proud Mary, Ike and Tina Turner, 1969. Rest in peace. I continue. I've got some big news. The bank finally came through, and I'm holding the keys to a brand new Chevrolet. Have you been outside? It sure is a nice night. How about a little test drive down by the lake? There's a place I know about where the dirt road runs out, and we can try out the four-wheel drive. Come on now, what do you say? Girl, I can hardly wait to get a little mud on the tires. Mud on the tires. Brad Paisley, co-writer Chris DuBois, 2003. And the initial of what brought us here, this is what I heard. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangster white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you've got. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Ooh. Be thankful for what you've got. William Devon, 1974. Like some of you, I thought it was Isaac Hayes, actually. I continue. Now, why is this even important, you say? I understand. Let's continue. Once upon a time, before there were blue light cameras trained all over the place and speed traps set at unsuspecting turns. Okay, safety checks. Is that what they tell us? Wink, wink. At any given moment. One would presume a secret pact, along with direct communications, are being had with the DMV or Department of Motor Vehicle or the Secretary of State. One would also begin to believe such strategies were being used to create revenue for said town, city, municipality, city, state, or rural areas. Anybody still there? Or am I by myself? I continue. Your automobile, ride, whip, joint, dedicated, relegated, a place of solace for you, your sanctuary, if you will, a genuine sense of pride and accomplishment, quite notable. Simply put, your longed for hiding place after a long or impactful day somewhere. And then I wrote, my. The times have most certainly changed, and a not so subtle signal for you to either acquiesce, adjust, and or change accordingly for your betterment, sanctity, and solace. I'm here to declare your true chariot awaits. Chariot, anyone? Chariot? The chariot? I continue. The challenges and or obstacles you tend to face daily, those hounding anxieties you feverishly resist with stoic resolve, has earned you a pass. Yes, I said a pass. As in, this too shall pass. Pass, I said. Ashe. Next. This is what I wrote next. Not fully understanding why, I just wrote it. Next stop. Next stop. Adventures, new destinations, and miles after glorious miles are before you. Observe, Chuck Berry even advised this, with no particular place to go. And then I wrote, yes, yes, yes. Riding along indeed. Sidebar. There are times I get to go out, go to the store and such. But for me, it takes away if someone's always looking at their phone. If someone is into other things outside of you, I could have just as easily stayed home. Not a shopper anyway. Don't need to window shop. But when I go out, I want to go out. I continue. Here we go. All of this, a bit of folly, maybe, question mark, but a fairy tale, definitely not. Not even hypothetical here. These times are here and in our face daily. Anybody hear about the happenings at the house that they now call white? Wink, wink. I continue. If my people who are called by my name, the scripture says, if they would humble themselves, I'll stop right there. We're not going to beat a dead horse here because it's still your choice. I continue. Scripture citing. There remains, therefore, a rest to the people of God, his elect. See Hebrews chapter 4 for further guidance, starting at about the 9th verse. I continue. The question is, are you willing to divest time? Are you willing to divest effort presently? Because you, because I, because we need this, Ashe. What do we need, Charles? Rest, solace, sanctuary, and grounding. I continue. Summation. A concluding statement, a closing argument, if you will. How did we arrive here? I submit to those who will lend me their ear, the collective, that envy, strife, that jealousies are rampant, along with stratagems from fierce opposition, the antagonist and or self-delusions. And yes, I also see diabolical competitions and every evil working. And then for some reason I wrote every exclamation point 3 times. And this is what I write next. And by the way, there are receipts, exclamation point, profound, noted, and notable revelations forthcoming. I continue. To note, the greatest considerations are recommended now at this present time in lieu of these pressing realities. To the elect, the chosen, the faithful sons, daughters, by our God, we run through troops of opposition, and we leap over walls, sentineled or watched over or governed by various gatekeepers. And then I wrote these words. In the name of the Lord of hosts, open sesame. Ashe, I continue. To note, our recent encounters reflect just the first phase of the opposition's campaign against the Most High's faithful. The initial of their determined onslaught and conflict. Yet there remains a rest to the people of the Most High. And this is what I write next. The Most High, the Lord of hosts is He, our mighty God, King of kings, Lord of lords, our Redeemer kinsman, the one and only, the only one, source, some say, the divine, of unknowable essence is He, Allah, Ra, Jah, El Elyon, and so much more. The ultimate strategist and tactician indeed. Sun Tzu, who? The author of The Art of War. The great I am is so much more. I'm closing. Yahweh, our Creator God, rested on the 7th day. Chill pill, anyone? Hit that refresh because it's time. That cherry, your cherry, specifically designed for your divinity, has arrived. Allow the Most High to take the reins, as they are already invisible to you anyway. As always, the choice remains yours. And then I wrote all aboard, and Jesus take the wheel. Thank you, Carrie Underwood, 2005. I'll close with this. I know I covered a lot of songs, but life is more than this, so much more than that. Much, much more than this, so much more than that. Life is more than this, so much more than that. Life is so much, so much, so much more. Our lives are more than this, so much more than that. Much, much more than this, so much more than that. Our lives are more than this, so much more than that. Life is so much, so much, so much more. Amore, 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 amore. This has been Charles. We are hypecentral.org. As he giveth, so will I give unto you. Be blessed and prospering daily. Thanks for stopping by.